In this video, I'm going to tell you which is cheaper between air freight and air carrier. What's going on? My name is Ibrahim Umar, also known as Irodhabi. As we all know, there are two modes which can ship our goods, which is by air and by sea. You see, by air, there are two ways which can ship our goods, which is air freight and air carrier. So first of all, what is air carrier? You see, air carrier is a door-to-door service which the company like DHL, UPS, FedEx uses its workers, equipment and plane to ship your goods from the supplier to you at your doorstep. While air freight is a freight forwarder going to ship your goods from one port to another. You see, air freight, when you book air freight, the freight forwarder gives you a flight number because she's going to use passengers airspace cargo to ship your goods from that port to the destination port, from that port to the destination port. While air carrier is going to give you tracking number, the company is going to give you tracking number to track your goods. So guys, that's the difference between air freight and air carrier. We're going into the cost difference. You see, air freight is kind of cheaper than air carrier depending on the weight of your goods. Like for example, what I mean is this: we are sending a box of product which weighs 10 kg. Air carrier will charge you $10, for example, or perhaps $15 or $8. Let's put it in $8. For example, it's going to charge you $8. While air freight is going to charge you half of what air carrier is going to charge you. But here is the catch. You see, air freight is going to use a custom broker to clear shipment first. Then it's going to use tracking company, local company, to track your goods from the port and ship it to you and bring it to you where you are. So you can see a lot of hands have been laid on a product before it gets to you. While air carrier is just only the company going to use its workers to ship your goods from the supplier to you. So you can see the process is just one process, just straight away, while air freight is going to involve a lot of processes. So in that process, cost rises in air freight. While air carrier is fixed, the price is fixed. It isn't going to change. It's not going to change. The price is fixed. So I do suggest when you are shipping your goods, if it weighs more than 250 kg, it's much cheaper to use air freight than to use air carrier. But if your goods weigh below 250 kg, then it's cheaper for you to use air carrier. So you can see everyone has its own benefit in terms of the order. Everyone has its own way which is cheaper compared to the other. It all depends on the weight of your product or your goods which you are going to ship. So it's left to you to choose which one to use when you want to ship your goods. Is it air carrier or is it air freight, depending on the weight of your product. So guys, that's the difference between air carrier and air freight. It actually depends on the weight of the product or the nature of the product. Don't forget to thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. In my next video, I'm going to tell you the mistakes which beginners make while importing their goods from China. See you. Bye.